What? What? Why did streaming fail for so many accounts? Hey there, friends. How's it going? Richard here. Checking in. It's been such a long time, and I apologize. Things have gotten really, really busy in my offline business. So by the time I get home, walk the dog, eat, make dinner, play with baby a little bit, oh man, it's like 7:30, and I'm pooped. But anyways, had some energy this evening. Thought I'd come on, share a message with you. Hopefully, you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Over here on the East Coast, it's just past 7:15 in the evening. If you're on the West Coast, happy hour. If you're on the other side of the world, happy Thursday morning, baby. All right. Hopefully, you're doing well. I wanted to hop on. Was listening to a really great training. Everything that I got to share in this message really comes from an internet marketing OG, Todd Brown. So I want to give credit where credit is due. And it was a pretty good training about perspective shifting. And really, the lesson was, or one of the big takeaways that I got away from this training was, you want your prospects to buy, right? You spend a lot of, especially if you're in the high ticket game, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, whatever social media channels you're using, you're spending a lot of time and energy in your assets, right? Your digital assets, your content creation, and all of that serves for marketing purposes. But the question is, like, when you get into a conversation with a prospect and you get these objections about money's one kind of objection, but everything else where they're hemming and hawing and I don't know if it's for me, or I don't know if I have the time for it, blah, 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 blah. What that is that we're essentially, if you've gotten that, and I've certainly gotten that objection or those classes of objections in the past. And what that really indicates is that we're asking our prospects to change their behavior, right? Act in a certain way moving forward without having changed their perspective of the current world. I had a conversation with someone this past week that really, really highlighted what this all means. And hanging out and asked them, hey, have you ever thought about, like, because they work X job, it's a union type job, X benefits, right? Like the pay scale they know is MetroCard raises for the next X years, and literally the conversation was, if I work the next 17 years, I'm going to end up with my pension and this and this and this. Cool. Like, not a problem, right? That kind of life exists and is perfect for some people. I'm going to move my camera down just a tad because I feel like I'm looking up like this. You can see the bottom of my beard. So that was what we're talking about, right? And that was for them. I raised the idea, hey, why don't you, like, consider doing something else, right? Why don't you, like, a side business, right? It could be affiliate marketing like I do, or maybe like day trading, something else. And like right away, I don't have the time for that. You need to do this, you need to do that. Now, like, the problem, the dissonance there, and the reason why there was an objection or the alternative rejection of creating other income right away is that, like, their perspective of the world is here. It's literally here. But to be someone who's open to making money online, or making money through high ticket affiliate marketing, content creation, like, their perspective has to be here. Let me just move it this way, here somewhere. And so rather than saying, hey, why don't you take action over here, right? Be able to do amenable to affiliate marketing or email marketing, or any other number of ways to make additional income, make money online, let's call it. They're living here. I keep messing up. They're living here, right? Where it's just, no, you got to work hard, put in time, get a secure job, and whatnot. So the question is, like, if I present a solution, hey, you can make money online here, right? Which you need to believe certain things here. You need to believe that your content can make money. You got to believe that you can connect with thousands, if not millions, of people all around the world. You got to believe that the thing that you're selling, your product, your service, your coaching program, can transform lives. You got to, it all balled up in that is a particular perspective that to say yes to an affiliate marketing program, let's say, you have to have a certain perspective. But if they're living here, right, in this part of the universe where it's like, no, I just got to show up to work my 25 years, get my pension, get my paycheck, don't get into too much trouble. If I do have one or two issues, like, hopefully my union can get blah, blah, blah. Like, the question is, how does your content get them from, I hope I do this right, this is here to here. Because if you start presenting your solution, right, affiliate marketing in this case, email marketing, whatever, here, but they're living here, like you see, there's a huge gap there. So rather than focusing on like, and even then, if your content is strictly focused on results, on result, like that's one of the, you can talk about features, benefits of a particular program, but one of the more like, I guess, descriptive ways to use content is to talk about results. But even if results, like you're talking about the results that you can get with a coaching program, if they still don't understand it or see it for themselves in their reality, their perspective, which is here, like all that marketing fails. So the question is like, how do you start from this perspective? And what beliefs do you have to like build upon? It's like chains in a link. You've got there's certain steps, logic even, and they can be logical steps that get you from here, this perspective, to this perspective. One of my favorite programs, and that I've been through, I highly recommend to a lot of people, is over at Tiny Little Businesses. Andre Chaperon and Sean Twing, the Sphere of Influence, talks about pulling people. Like if you have to present content in a certain sequence, what sequence, or in a linear sequence, right? You've got like maybe a 5-day email series, you've got posts across a week or 2 weeks, whatever the case is in a promotional campaign. Like what beliefs is someone gonna start with? What beliefs do they have to end up with? And what are the beliefs in between that you've gotta convince somebody about, or get them to agree with before you can present them an offer? So if you're struggling, right, you find yourself in conversations with people, maybe X person is hollering at your content, cool stuff, and you hit them up and get into a conversation, and the conversation there's like such a huge disconnect, right? They don't get it, they don't understand it. It may not be that your posts aren't good, right? Your content isn't good. You got good content, they just really enjoy it. The problem may be is that their perspective hasn't been changed yet. And again, going back to the training that I was checking out from Todd Brown, it's like you cannot have a change in behavior unless and until you first have a change in perspective. Think about it in like physical fitness, right? You're not going to have somebody taking the steps to become more physically fit until they have a perspective shift about a lifestyle change, about like this is worth more than not exercising, not eating right. There's got to be a perspective change first. So again, I say this all to offer that if you are struggling with like your conversions, you're having a lot of conversations that feel like they're not going anywhere, you're getting the same objection about, I don't get it. It's something more than money. Money is probably like an easy objection to overcome. I'm preparing an objections training to offer in my group. So put money aside, but if you're getting other stuff, I'm not sure if it's for me. I don't know if this is real. This is if you're talking to somebody about it, it's like, are you sure this is not a pyramid scheme? Like you haven't done enough in your marketing, in your assets to shift perspective. So maybe go back in the drawing board and ask yourself, like, take a conversation you had recently with somebody, let's say Messenger or in a DM on TikTok, whatever the case is, and ask yourself, like, if they said no to my offer, why did they say no, right? What's their current reality in the world? And what do they need to believe and accept? And then what beliefs must change that they have, or what beliefs must they ignore so that they become primed and ready to say yes, such that the thing or product or service that you're offering, let's say a high ticket coaching program like I promote, that offer is the thing that will solve their problems. Like they finally get it. It's a light bulb moment. Aha. Oh yeah, you could make money online. Oh yeah, you could. I see people doing it all the time. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's just like creating content and creating like paths that people didn't see before, that content can create income, that you can a good question that like may prime some people. If you want like a dramatic perspective shift, and this is a free question, you're free to use it, you're welcome. If you had to make $10,000 by the end of this month, right? Right now, at the time I'm doing these videos, I'll call it November 16th, right? But let's say, pick whatever month you're watching this. You tell your prospect, I'm just curious, like, if you had to make an additional $10,000 this month from whatever you currently make, an additional $10,000, like, your child needs surgery, you need surgery, your dog, I don't know, whatever it is, an additional $10,000 worth. Would you be able to do it? Or do, could you possibly do it with what you're doing now? Like for the person I was talking to this weekend, that would have been I don't think they've ever thought about that question. They never looked at that perspective that they would need that. So if you needed to make an additional $10,000, or insert whatever number you think is relevant to your offer, $1,000, $5,000. If you need to make an additional $10,000 this month from what you're already doing, or an additional $10,000 from what you already make, could you possibly do that with what you're already doing? For most people, the answer is going to be no. And as you can, like, that would open up the world of opportunity. I never thought about that. Like, if an emergency occurred and I have my job, like, and I need an additional $10,000 right now, like, do I have people to rely on? Probably not. Could I? Well, maybe, just maybe. Like, is there a way I can make? How would I make $10,000? There's illegal things I can do. There's maybe like taking on a second job, but I don't know if I could a second job that I have the time for delivering newspapers. Could I make 10,000? Maybe not. Like, it just starts to shift the perspective. So questions like that, questions are very good about shifting perspective. So again, if you find yourself stuck in the mud, like prospects have all kinds of hemming and hawing objections and blah, 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 like it's pyramid scheme, or this is not real, the internet's fake, or this and that. Like, focus your marketing and particularly your content assets on changing perspectives. Like, where are they now and where must they be, such that the thing you're offering is like, oh, this just makes perfect sense. And hopefully that results in a whole bunch of more conversions for you. Hopefully you enjoy this. I know I really enjoyed watching this presentation, so I thought, heck, I got to share this. It's very, very good stuff. Love to connect with you. So if you're watching this, smash the like button, drop a comment in YouTube. If you do actually want to connect, hit me up over on TikTok at Richard Kistner, or in the alternative, if you want to come hang out with me over on FB, Facebook, you can join group The Profitable Parent. Maybe change it. I don't know if I would like the sound of that. It's like I like it because I really, really love like trying to figure things out with my daughter in my arms, but it sounds like a little, I need a little more energy in that name. But Profitable Parent over on Facebook. Again, hopefully this weekend or something like that, next couple of weeks, with the holidays coming, I might have some time to do an objections training, which I've been really, really wanting to do and put together. I mean, after all, I am a lawyer, so objections are part of that life. So I just want to translate the objections in the legal realm over to the sales realm, because it's the same kind of principles. Anyways, again, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments. Hit me up, connect with me. And until next time, friends, you take care. Be well. Bye for now.